Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Mixing things up a little bit. I'm going to be your central host today. My name is Matt.
I'm Angel.
Nicolas.
And we're the Triple Overtime Podcast.
Yes, we are.
Hell yeah.
And we're bringing you another hot episode with hot takes.
Ooh.
So before we start getting into the nitty gritty, we do want to give a shout out to all of our military and first responders. Do you thank you guys for doing what you do and keeping everybody safe, dude?
Of course, dude. Motivators out there,
That's
dude.
it, dude. Dude, they keep all the women safe so we have time to have sex with them, dude.
Dude.
We wouldn't be having the sex we're having if it wasn't for you.
Whoa.
Fun-
Who let this guy in charge?
So yeah, we're like you said, we're switching it up a little bit here, but I did want to bring up a funny thing that happened at work the other day. One of the alarms was going off, so we had to call the first responders, the firefighters, and they showed up, dude, and like obviously they're all jacked dudes, right? Of course. So they show up and they start like looking into it, whatever. Dude, I'm not even kidding. Like within 2 minutes, not even of them being there, all the single girls were like huddling over there, like over by them, like talking to them. I'm like, wow.
Do you think they'll take their shirts off?
Yeah, probably. But they're sitting there. One of the girls is like, she's like, oh, I can't breathe. Oh, and she's like pretending to like faint. Like, hey, do it. I mean, maybe it'll work. I don't know.
Hey, dude, it's so funny. I have a funny story about women and firefighters.
Okay.
I have never been either. I've never been a firefighter nor a woman. Don't plan on it.
It's 2024,
you know?
dude. You got an option.
Yeah, you sure did?
I mean, I got an option. I know that it's becoming more acceptable. I'm not feeling it in my bones or in my groins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, so my mom growing up, like my parents split when I was like 7, 8, somewhere around there. And my mom, she went back to work. She was a stay-at-home mom before that, but she went back to work, started working at, she's a preschool teacher, so daycare preschool teacher. So she's working out at one, and then eventually when we got older, like in middle school, I would say, or something like that, she went to this one called Children's Paradise, and it was in Vista, and right next door was a fire station. And my mom said that every now and then when they would be like outside, the kids would be outside playing on the playground and all that stuff, she'd, make her way up to the top of the playground and look out the little like playground telescope and see if she can see some of the men washing the truck or anything like that. And of course, like as like a middle high school boy, I'm like, oh, gross,
Yeah.
Mom, disgusting. But she was like, well, maybe you never know.
You never know,
Did
dude.
I'm pretty sure she did have a. I know Mom watches, so Mom, if you blushing because you embarrassed, it's all right. It's all right, no shame.
Okay, yeah.
We've all done it.
Everybody's got hormones.
I don't
Dude.
think I've done it to firefighters,
But
though.
no,
Maybe Hooters girls
no,
back when I was like 16.
I know like my mom had like the whole fireman calendar.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
was like, what the hell? Dude? I mean, she didn't keep it like out, in the kitchen or nothing. It was just like her own calendar.
it's like I remember like being young enough where it's like, you start to kind of feel that way toward, women in general.
Mm-hmm.
We were out at Hooters, made me think about it. And, it's like my birthday. So, I'm just
Of
like,
course.
I'm just like, oh my, look at these beautiful boobies. I think that's what they're calling. And, oh, it's your birthday. Stand up. We're going to have you spell your name. And I'm just like, no.
No, I'll
I
sit
got gym
down.
shorts on.
Yeah, it's cold in here.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's funny. That reminds me of something that got me into a little bit of hot water, but happened recently.
Oh, shit.
We went to, it was for my my brother-in-law Tyler, his bachelor party.
Oh,
They had it in Denver. I know I told
Okay.
you guys the story before, but it's always fun.
yes.
Right? So we're in Denver, and we're going to like different bars and breweries and stuff at night. This is like our first night there, so we're walking downtown Denver. We go to this one like bar or whatever, and it's like a 2-story thing. It looks pretty cool. It has lots of great reviews. People talk very highly of it. It's great, good vibe, So we go, and one of Tyler's buddies, it's like 30, 20, like upper 20s, low 30s at night. So like it's cold.
yeah.
So one of his buddies, I believe it was Corey, was wearing some joggers, right? Because they're comfy, warm. He's wearing some joggers and tennis shoes. Well, as we go up to the door, dude, the guy's like, the bouncer or whatever at the front's like, hey, no sweatpants. And he's like, these are joggers, sir.
Yeah.
It's like can
Know
you,
the difference.
Can you see the pockets?
Yeah.
Like,
Can you see the 3 Adidas stripe on the side? But yeah, it's like, he's like, sorry, like we have like a dress code, like you can't wear sweatpants in here. So we're like, what the hell? Like, okay, well, where do we go now? I was like, well, I saw this place. It's a Dierks Bentley bar. It's called Whiskey Row. It's down the street. I'm like, Dierks Bentley's a country singer. Like I like him. I'm like, country bar. Let's do that. Sounds fun. I'm from Texas.
And I was like, yeah.
Country, and we're like,
let's
yeah,
do
dude.
it.
Why not? We're just gonna go, dude. Walk in, and I don't know if any of our listeners have ever been to a Dierks Bentley Whiskey Row, but walk in, and all the, I don't know, you don't call them waitresses, but like bartender ladies, whatever you want to call them, women
Okay.
behind the bar are just in like a one-piece thong suit. Just, and I'm not talking like it's just like kind of creeping in the cracks. I mean, it's just like straight. And it's just
Disappears.
cheeks. It's just cheeks. And as a married man, I'm like, look up.
Yeah.
Just look at the TVs. Just watch.
Checking out their HVAC. You're like,
Oh, your vents are a little dusty up here. You might
he's
want
like,
to
I'll
get
tell
that
you what,
checked
if
out.
this service is not on par, this tip it's not happening.
So I just remember it was funny because like I'm like ordering a Coors Light. I'm like
Yeah.
I'm in Denver. I'm in Colorado. I'm gonna get.
Hell yeah,
Coors,
you gotta get the Coors.
I mean that now it's what I go with. It's my go-to mostly. But I'm like, can I get a Coors Light? My eyes are just shifting. I'm like, no, stop. No, stop. So I when we sat down at a table, I made sure I sat down at a table that was like the bars back there. So
Wrong way.
yeah, I'm like, I want to eliminate the temptation to look. But they were all ugly anyways.
That's right.
Yep,
That's
they were
right.
hideous women.
Ew.
I was
Witches,
like,
even.
they weren't even nice butts, to be honest. They were terrible. I mean, I'm pretty sure they had poop in them and stuff, so it's like whatever.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you go to those places, dude, you can get pink eye, dude. It's
yeah.
dangerous.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
It's scary.
Dude,
Get anything.
Dude, I'd never been to a place like that before. I'm a very, some people might think I'm a little bit more crazy because I'm a generally very outgoing, crazy person, but when it comes to that stuff, I'm super innocent, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just awkward, and so.
It is just an awkward environment.
Right? I mean,
dude.
I've never been to a titty club. I ain't never been to a strip club, nothing, right? And so it's like going to that place, that was like the closest I've ever been to a strip club. And I'm just like,
Can I
oh,
get some
shit.
wings and stout?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm looking,
And I
I'm
mean,
looking for the $5 lobster.
And the thing that got me in hot water was I never mentioned it at all because like I felt like I didn't need to mention that when I got back. Like, how was your trip? It was great. We went to some great bars, some great stuff, whatever. But then,
By the way, I went somewhere that you're immediately gonna hate.
yeah. No, how it all came up was I think we were at like a winery or something. We were visiting, or I think it was when we were back home for Tyler and Brooke's wedding. We went to like a winery in Fallbrook, and we're sitting there, and I forgot how it came up, but it was like, oh, something about. I was like, oh yeah, well Tyler, we can always just go to Dierks Bentley Whiskey Row, and like they said,
Inside joke
yeah,
vibe.
and we said it a few times prior, so like the girls were like, why are you guys so? And we were like super giggly, and they're like, why are you guys so giggly? What's going on? What? And so eventually that night, Brittany was like, she brought it up, like we didn't mention it, but then like once the kids were in bed and like we had some like alone time, she's like, so. What's going on with this? So what's the deal with this whole like Dierks Bentley thing? This bar you guys went to? And I was like, fuck. Okay. So there's nothing, but like, so it's just ass. It's just ass.
Assholes
And it got
everywhere.
it just got me into and Tyler, a little bit of hot water, but it's all right. We over that now. Like I said, they're ugly.
yeah.
It's all ugly. They weren't even nice butts. None of them were nice at all.
Gross, dude. They wouldn't even rate on my
That's why we had like
top
11. Like
Top 11.
so we had
I
like
wish I seen
one,
that
two
many
drinks and we
butts,
bounced and we never went back. So I was like, we don't
See-
need to go back,
I've seen a lot of dude butts.
Yeah.
I've
I
seen,
bet.
I've seen more dude butts than I care to mention. I've seen
Yeah.
I've seen more full frontal males than a normal human should.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, when you're 80 people fucking funneled into one shower, dude,
So do you like men or women?
dude,
It's about time we find out.
here
Be honest,
Here
dude.
comes the hot take.
Yeah.
No, dude, it was just so funny. I remember when we were going through boot camp, and it was like, you know, I mean, growing up and doing football and sports, it's like, you know, you fucking got to shower together. It's not a big deal. But
Right.
when it's like, okay, there's 80 of you, now get in fucking line, and the showers are turned on, it's like you can walk through twice and you're done. And you're just like, fuck, everyone's just shuffling, trying not to fucking bump into each other.
Yeah.
The worst one was, I think, because all of our stalls didn't have doors.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, fucking everybody. Oh, you want to have fucking fun? Everybody into the bathroom. And then they'd be like, I don't want to fucking see anybody. Y'all better all jam into the porta potty. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, it's got the walls. There's no doors. So it was like, all of y'all need to be jammed into all 6 of them, all 82 of us.
Yeah,
So-
it happened.
Yeah, so
You made it happen, right?
Yeah, dude, we did. We did. And then toward the end of our cycle, they were talking about that one instructor, that bald white guy.
White? Was that his name?
Fuck, I don't know.
Steps on White?
No. Not
Shout
our,
out Steps on White.
Not our guy. Yeah, fuck Steps on White. What's up? He wasn't in our platoon. I forget which one he was in, but he was, you know, just bald. I think it was a kill hat. But it was like toward the end, I heard he was under investigation for something else.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then I know, like, recently after that, they got in trouble for some kid being put into a fucking dryer or something.
Oh, yeah.
They
that
put a
was
recruit in a dryer.
like 2014, about like 2014.
It's fucking good old times.
But anyways, hey, thank you for first responders
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
your
Oh, yeah. Speaking of first one, yeah. Yeah, dude.
for everything
Little
that you
bit
do,
of a
man.
Tangent, but
Yeah, dude. No, you should, you know, talk to my dad about the good old Marine Corps times. He would just hear that and just be like, "What the fuck is wrong with that?
Yeah.
That just builds men."
sounds like good. So good
It
order
does.
and discipline. Good to go.
Yeah. There's a lot of shitbags
just
out there
builds the
that
killers,
need
you know?
it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You just need to like hose them down with some spicy
I think,
water.
like my stepbrother Julian, you know, he did the Marine Corps Reserves, and you know, he went through boot camp, and then got out of boot camp, and my dad was there, you know, for the ceremony, of course, and everything. And my dad was like, so like, you know, you guys would go to the range stuff, and you know, like, apparently, according to my dad, what he heard, I think, is what he told me, like, they had scopes, you know, like whatever the little scope is for the
little ACOGs or something.
yeah, for like the 100-yard and 300-yard or whatever, and and my dad was like, "What the fuck you guys got? You use scopes? No, a Marine can shoot 300 yards with the naked eye."
Yeah.
And like, that's just like my dad's. He's like, "You don't need no scope."
I think we were one of the first ones to use RCOs out there.
Yeah.
Because there was a guy that had been in the fleet for like not even a year, and he was like, "Oh, Ortiz, did you did you use RCOs in boot camp?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "We used fucking just the iron sights."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all my dad used.
I
Yeah.
had one of my cousins. He was a Marine also, and he was like, talked to me about it. He goes, "Yeah, fuck, you got to use RCO." I had to qual my iron sights, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know? I was like, I was shooting fucking 500 yards and hitting it. Like, I'm sorry that I had a scope and you didn't, but
I like both. I wouldn't mind using both.
I don't know.
RCO is really nice though, because it's a nice clear image. Got your freaking arrow right there, and it's just like,
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is I remember it was my 3rd or 4th year. We would go and qual on this range. It's called Wilcox Range. So it was the big main range that was on our side of the base. The thing was it was like you wanted to be on the first 2 relays because the first 2 relays shoot in the morning. It goes first relay shoots, and after they're done, second relay shoots. And the whole time that they're doing this, 3rd and 4th are in the pits, is what they're called. But essentially, you're behind these metal targets or metal frames, and you have a big target, and you pull it down so it pushes it up. You watch the little dirt area, see the dirt come up, pull it down, mark it, send it back up. So shooting in the morning is great. You're shooting at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
It's cold. That kind of sucks. But dude, it's like lunchtime happens and there's a little bit of a break. And as soon as you pick up, it's like, here comes the fucking wind from the ocean. And it funnels into this fucking hill.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like 300 yards out. You're like, bang, 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 bang.
yeah, you gotta literally gotta aim to the next target.
I had to offset like at the 500. I had to offset
Yeah.
like a whole target and like on the shoulder to hit mine. And I was
Especially when you get to the 500-yard line, it's like, fuck.
Yeah, and then people are like, "What the fuck, man? You didn't qual expert?" It's like, bitch.
Well, no shit. I was
shot in
at
a tornado,
Wilcox, dude. But damn, dude, you know what'd be cool though is getting one of those games on what is it, the Apple Vision Pro
Dude,
or whatever
Dude,
that
those
you were
things
talking about earlier.
these things are so crazy. I've been watching. It's like I saw some videos of some dude that was like courtside, like at a fucking Lakers game or something, and was wearing it.
What the
And
fuck?
it's like, bitch, you're courtside.
Yeah.
It just
Thousands of
pisses
dollars
it,
for that shit.
fucking pisses me off in general because it's like I fucking kill to be that close.
Yeah.
And it's like you see them, and it's like you can still I guess see what everything's in front of you, but you can like open up like windows and be like, oh, here's a fucking YouTube video.
It just looks like the windows just like appear like in your real space, and you can push it back, bring it in. I've seen like a video of some dude like in like a Tesla. The Tesla is self-driving, and he's just sitting there in the driver's seat, but he's just
Fuck,
doing,
dude.
I'm like, this is scary.
It is.
Because I love technology. Like I think it's amazing, but there are certain things where I'm like, can we just kind of chill a bit?
Right.
Like
Fucking
'cause,
brakes
like
on this.
where it's like cars are driving themselves. We got this Apple Vision Pro where we're just chilling and doing this thing. I'm like, y'all, there's one movie you guys need to go watch to just see the future that we're headed to with all this stuff.
iRobot.
No,
Magic Mike.
no,
Oh.
Ooh. Close.
Sorry.
What? No, Wall-E.
Wally.
Wall-E. You seen Wall-E?
Yeah,
Probably.
Wall-E is going to be a historical fact.
Yeah, dude. It's like all the humans just get like super fat and lazy. They can't walk anymore. Like they're so fat that they can't walk anymore. And they just are in these chairs that just take them around. But Earth is uninhabitable, so they're like just in this giant spaceship waiting for Earth to like grow plants again. But all the humans are just and there's stuff.
Oh, this
And-
one, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's exactly where we're going, man. Just
Damn.
making things, more and more lazy, I guess.
Well, and it's like, I know Nick and I both like have an Oculus,
Yeah.
and it's like it's cool. I haven't really dicked with mine in probably a couple months, but it's like it's fun, it's real cool, but it's like I do feel like it's like after I take it off, my eyes are like
Oh yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, I've noticed that the older I've gotten, because I'm an old man compared to y'all. If you don't know, I'm the elder here.
Yeah, we have a freaking parking space for him up front.
Yeah, it's got the little handicap sign on it and everything.
It comes with green juice.
Yeah, I have an AARP membership and everything. It's like my motion sickness. I used to never have motion sickness. Now it's like I go to the playground and I'm on just the swings with like Anna, and I get off and I feel motion sickness. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know what the hell's going on, but like the Oculus, I used to play it quite a bit. Now I haven't played it in a while, but every now and then I'll put it on. I mostly just do golf because it's less movement and it's
Have you done the putt putt one?
Yeah, I've done the putt putt one. I like
super
that
fun.
the full golf because I don't have enough money to actually golf, so it's like the closest I feel like I can
Fuck
get.
yeah, dude.
But like I still fucking just like I feel like I'm still got the golf.
You're still
vibes.
moving.
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean-
I'll pop a couple zins in,
Yeah. A little Zennachinis,
Yeah,
dude.
just get up there,
A little Zen
whack
Diesels.
one, and I'm like, all right, just got to hit this one, just 350 straight down the fairway, we'll be good, and then just shank it right, and fuck, and I just throw the clubs and
just fucking
crack it
disappears.
in. Yeah,
Look at your caddy boy and be like,
yeah, I'd be like, all right, dude, fucking lost the 12th ball today, awesome.
Well, it's like, man, I just like
Where's my rangefinder?
I see all these like the new ones, and it's like the Apple Vision Pro or whatever is like the newest that they have, and I know that they're already coming out or have come out with a newer Quest, and it's just like, dude, this shit is gonna be able to take control of your mind, dude.
I've seen already a lot of people saying they're gonna. Well, not a lot of people. I saw one fucking dude say it, but
A lot of people,
a lot of people
One guy.
spread the news.
a lot of one guy, dude.
a lot of one guy say that he's gonna return it because he feels like he's gotten lazier since getting it.
You
He's
can't
like,
maintain
dude,
an
it's-
erection or anything.
He's like, dude, it's so fucking easy to just come home from work, sit on your fucking couch,
Mm-hmm.
and then watch a movie, and then at the same, you don't even have to fucking pick up your phone, unlock it, anything. It's all fucking right there. Just whoop, 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 whoop. Like that's it. He's like, I'm gonna return that shit because
Yeah.
it's not.
I've
good
seen
for
the
him.
guys who like do that, and like you could be like he's watching like one like I think it's like an NBA game or something over here.
Yeah.
And then like over here he's got his like Excel sheet out. And he's like doing work.
Yeah.
And he's like checking his Facebook and all this other stuff. And that's like,
To me, it
Fuck,
seems like there'd
man.
be some
I'm telling you, Wally,
sensory
dude.
overload.
It's like as soon as you thought TikTok was like the fucking end to fucking our attention span,
dude,
they
everyone
come out with this shit.
Yeah, they were like,
Everyone
bitch, do you want to be
thought-
able to just... And they, from what I understand, it's like the way you type shit is you just look at the button and you'll like tap your fingers or something. I don't know how it can tell, or maybe there's a button you press, but it's like you just look, like the keyboard will be in front of you, and you just like look at the ones you want to type, and you'll like do, 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 and it does it for you.
Fuck.
The only thing I did see that, again, I think it is kind of cool. Not really sure necessarily how good it would be for us, but it's like, you know, there were people who were like working on their car, and it's like, fuck, man, and they're wearing it, and they're like, okay, I have a YouTube video over here on what to do. I have like
Yeah.
a full like diagnostic of like the car, like broken down, like a big exploited view, so you can see like all the individual parts, and it's like, that's cool, but shit.
Yeah.
it also looks, in my opinion, dumb as hell.
Also, yeah, because if you're wearing it, dude, you're not getting pussy.
Right. Dude,
Come on,
fucking-
brother.
You got those freaking BCGs, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Or
birth-
you could be,
birth
but at
control
the same
glasses.
time, you're doing your Excel spreadsheet, you're watching an NBA game. Oh yeah, let's go. Hey, pick up the pace.
Dude, I'm pretty sure there was a Black Mirror episode where they were doing that shit, where the couple like had, I think they were goggles or they had glasses on or something, where they would just like lay next to each other and they like have sex in the virtual space, and then they like do their business, and then that was it, and they just turn around.
It's weird.
I don't know. It's
I
weird.
don't know.
It's strange. I think it's I don't know. I think it's like everybody's trying to compete with each other on each thing. So it's like, oh, you know, the Meta Quest comes out, then you know Apple's like, well, I want to make one better, but it's like, dude, that shit is like $2,000.
Yeah, I can't afford it.
Yeah, nor
The
would
MetaQuest is good enough for me. You know,
Dude, that's
the
it.
golf, and then the NFL, the quarterback one is pretty.
that
fun.
one is fun.
Yeah.
I do get, I get so hot and sweaty when I'm playing.
I put him on one of the shooter ones and like gave him headphones and everything. He was just, God, fuck.
That airplane one was pretty cool.
That one is cool.
Yeah,
I
that one's kind of
Oh.
wicked because you just sit down, and you're like,
Yeah, I played it one time, and it was like Rachel was gone, Maverick was still at school, something. I think I was off that day, but it was like I took Maverick's fan and I put it in
Yeah.
front of me.
oh, yeah.
Like I grabbed a separate chair and I put it aimed right at my face, and I was like, "Okay, time to fly planes." And I fucking flipped the fan on all high. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm going." I could feel, and I was just like, "This is the coolest thing ever." Flare gun.
Nice.
funny.
Dude. So, I feel like we need to address something that I know you and Alyssa are really into. My wife's really into, and I have now discovered.
Yes.
Matthew said he would. Went back on his promises.
I did not.
So,
It's all right.
but
man.
that's Love is Blind. You know, I'm not much of a big reality TV person.
See, neither am I, but Alyssa always just gets me hooked on them.
Dude, that's what happens with
Every
Brittany.
time.
Like, she, you know, when we were watching The Bachelor, I never watched Bachelor. I thought it was stupid. And then she got me hooked on it years ago.
Yeah.
You know, she was like, just watch it with me. We were dating. So, of course, I was like, of course I'll watch it with you.
Yeah. Do anything
for you. And, you know, now, for the most part, I've kept up with that. Also, like, she's super into, like, Vanderpump Rules and
Okay.
and all that, and there was a little while where I was kind of into it too. But Love is Blind, I never watched it, and I was like, not another one of these dating shows. And then I was like, fine, I'll watch the season with you.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I love it. I love it.
It's a great. If you don't watch Love Is Blind, it's basically, you know, in the name, Love Is Blind. So they're trying to get people to couples, different types of people. Say, I don't know, how many people do you think? 8 to 10 people, maybe.
Maybe like 8. It's
Maybe
maybe like
8.
8 males, 8 females.
Yeah.
Some of them they don't really show.
Yeah, and then they put them in these rooms. They separate them by
They call 'em
genders, right?
Pods. Yeah.
And they separate them in these pods, and then they have to like rotate and find their match.
And they meet together. So there's like a room, like a room, and in the middle is a wall. So they talk to each other through the wall. They can't see each other, so it's all about at the initial stages
Yeah.
building a connection
Yep.
through the wall. That's what's called Love is Blind. And the whole idea of it is that after like only like a week, maybe, if that,
maybe.
at the beginning, is these people who will talk through the wall at the end, they got to get down on a knee and propose.
Yeah.
So it's 1 week there. And then after that, then they like reveal themselves and see each other for the first time. And they go on like a little like, not like a honeymoon, but it's like they all go to like some nice resort for a little while, and bond there. And then they go back to where their hometowns. They're all from the same area. And then they live together for a little bit. So like the whole thing is like a 4 month. And then at the end, they have to go to the altar, and they go up and basically go to get married, and either say, I guess, yes or no. No, I haven't gotten that far yet, but yes, I do, or I don't.
Yep.
And so yeah, I mean, we're going to just kind of catch up a little bit. We figure we'll start a little reality TV segment here.
Might as well, dude.
So like at this point, if you are watching Love is Blind or have not watched it but are want to or are going to, pause it, skip ahead, because there's going to be some spoilers. We're up to episode 9 now. The next couple episodes come out tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're up to episode 9. This is a Tuesday. So by the time this episode comes out, the next 2 episodes will 10 and 11 will be out. But and then Matt, he's our residential outside critic. So he's going to give us his opinions on situations from a person outside who's just like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
So let's start with this one, the obvious one,
Yeah,
where
the big
was
topic.
the big one, which was what's her name?
Wait. Do you say big one as in?
Big one?
What do you mean by big one?
You know what I
She had a big
mean.
dick or what?
What would you do if you met somebody? If you were, well, no, I don't want to put you in that situation.
Well, come on.
'Cause that's
Let me-
weird.
Let me hear it.
What do you think about a couple in the first stage
Yeah.
where they can't see each other, and they're trying to describe themselves as like, okay, this is what I look like, and
But they're not supposed to. That's the
They're-
thing.
yeah.
is they're not supposed to describe what they look like. They're not really supposed to mention anything because the whole
Right.
experiment is to really truly see, is love blind?
right. So,
Let me hear
and you're and this guy is sitting there, and this girl tells him that people confuse her, or not, don't confuse her, but they say that she looks like Megan Fox.
it. Okay.
But she comes back and says, I think it's really only because of my light eyes and brown hair.
Okay.
But then this guy
Just fucking takes the bait or what?
All-
thinks that, like, completely disregards at what she said after Megan Fox.
Yeah.
And I feel like in his brain, he's like, it's
Yeah, I
fucking
mean-
Megan Fox.
Right. I mean, all he heard was looks like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
I would just, again.
When really, I mean, she looked like Adele.
But then they meet each other, obviously face to face,
Yeah.
and his reaction is like he was expecting Megan Fox,
Yeah.
but it's not really.
You could tell the shock and confusion on his face.
Dump-
Yes, you
Dumpier
can.
version, I would assume.
Like I said, she like honestly,
Megan Sloth.
Oh, whoa.
Megan Fox, yeah, kind
Like,
of.
I heard someone say that she looked like Adele, like more like Adele. And I
She
was
does.
Like,
I can
could
see that.
Which
I can
Adele?
see Adele.
Yeah, but like.
Hello. Not the
Okay,
computer.
I'm saying like.
Not the computer.
Like the 2020.
Like
nah,
this-
she looks
like
like
Yes,
the.
I don't
the
think she looks
singer.
like a fucking computer.
Oh, I thought you just
I'm
went
saying
by
I'm
Adele.
talking about like
Adele computer.
big
Like,
big Adele who's
20
who's fucking
2017
belting out
Adele.
or-
yeah.
2017 Adele.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, I would think if this dude, I mean, it's on a fucking show. So if someone says I look like Megan Fox, that should be a cue to be like, that's probably not true.
Yeah.
like I said, she didn't say I look like me. She said
People confuse me for
people-
Megan Fox. My
She
my
say-
immediate
say,
follow up
look.
would be, where do you live? Do you live somewhere where Megan? do you live somewhere?
live
where
in a trailer
Megan-
park?
Do you live in Mobile, Alabama?
Yeah. Well, because if she's like, oh, people mistake me for Megan Fox, I live in bumfuck Tennessee, I'd be like, well, people don't probably see her very often. But if you were like, oh, I look like people mistake me for Megan Fox, I live in Los Angeles, I'd be
Right.
like, oh, maybe y'all look similar because
fair, dude.
that's what I would think.
Yeah.
If someone says, hey, I look like a celebrity, I'd be like, well, do you live close to that celebrity? Because if you do, then I would think, oh, how they feel is probably a little bit more validated because
Right.
they may see Megan Fox.
Yeah.
But if you say, dude, I look like Megan Fox, I live in Maine. I'll
Nah,
be
man,
like,
she's straight. She played herself on that one because then
congratulations.
it was like,
yourself.
yeah, you played yourself because then it's like, you know, they see each other the first time and she's all ecstatic because he's not a bad guy, bad looking guy, Jimmy. He's okay looking. I would say he's pretty average.
It's kind of your typical finance bro, I feel like.
Yeah, you know, like he's not a bad looking guy.
Finance,
you know,
bro.
I don't know. It's just like.
That's just so funny.
And
That
he has that like southern accent a
Yeah.
little bit, but you know, it's like he definitely was like, that's not Megan Fox. And
He's like,
and
are
what
you,
like
killing
killed
me?
me? Well, here's the thing: we just watched episodes 8 and 9 last night, and I think it was episode 8, maybe 9, one of them. But you know, they're back at like their apartments now, right? And they're meeting like family and friends, and so I think it's like Jimmy. That's the guy's name, Jimmy. It's
Jimmy.
It's at their apartment, and Chelsea brings over like her friends, like her closest girlfriends, right? And not only did they say, you know, they brought that up like oh, like did like she tell you like people come, you know, make her or say that she looks like Megan Fox, but they also said, I don't know if you caught this, I said, oh, she looks like Megan Fox and Carrie Underwood, and I'm like, no,
Bruh.
Those two are different people.
dude.
Bruh.
Not even a mix of the two. Like
No.
you can't even compare. And I mean, no knock on Chelsea because, you know, honestly, she seemed like a pretty like sweet. Like she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
You know, she wasn't like manipulative or anything. But it just got so in her head because then she just
Yeah.
started questioning everything.
Fucking everything that he would react or like everything. I mean, I kind of get it a little
she,
bit.
She
'cause-
just needed a lot of like affirmation.
Yes.
And reassurance.
Yeah.
Because she was just like, do you, you know, he'd be like, I love you, babe. Like, babe, I love you.
But do you actually love
But like,
me?
you didn't even kiss me this morning.
You only kissed me once.
And then he's like,
But babe,
babe, I was
but babe, I love you. I do. I really do, Chelsea. I love you with everything. I chose you, Chelsea. And she was like,
He's like, fuck this, dude.
yeah.
well, he
He's like, I can't
eventually.
wait till these cameras are done.
I told Brittany, I was like, she keeps digging and digging, like, because she kept asking, like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like throughout the whole, after they met, through the whole time, she's like, are you sure you love me? Like, are you sure I'm good enough? You know, like constantly. I told Brittany, I said, there's gonna be a time where he's just gonna have enough, because he kept, like, I'm not saying that he was always completely right,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, he tried, whether he really felt it or not, he tried to say, like, yes, babe, like, I love you. I chose you. But then at the end, he's just like, you know what? You've been extra clingy today. And she was
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck you. Oh, my God. How rude. Disrespectful. You did not call me clingy. And it's like, hey, Jimmy, you could have said that differently.
Yeah, he could have said it way different.
I don't really think you want to use the word clingy.
Yeah.
But
It's a hot
Fucking
button word.
Balls deep into an argument like they were. It's like, fuck no, dude.
now, and this is only like all this context about her being like Megan Fox stuff. It matters more because of the girl he did not choose.
Because she was Megan Fox.
I wouldn't say she is Megan Fox, but she's
Closer on the radar.
better looking.
Okay.
I'm not, my wife is a smoke show, dude. My wife is super hot.
Put the disclaimer out, and he's like,
Disclaimer,
but
yeah.
then
But
This is definitely a 5. My wife is a 10. It's definitely a 5. Jess is a 5.
cut this part out. Just kidding.
But no, it's like Jess is good looking. She's better looking than Chelsea. I think it's more of like what Jimmy would typically want.
Yeah.
What he's envisioning.
Right.
And the only thing that held him back with Jess was
he
The kid.
the daughter. Yeah,
Yeah.
she had like a 10-year-old daughter. and that's the only thing that held him back.
Which is stupid, man.
I mean,
It's
I
dumb.
get it. Which, like, it sucks, you know, if you're really in love with someone, you know, you got to take all that into account, of course. But the thing was, he never told her the whole time
Yeah.
that, like, that was a hang up. He waited till the very last minute to be like, the only thing that's holding me up is your kid. And it's like the very last day out there in the pods.
Yeah.
So she doesn't, like, have any time to, like, it's like, wow, you left me kind of hanging on this whole time.
Yeah.
And dude, I loved this is peak, dude. I loved her comeback because when he said that and was like, you know, because it was basically at that moment he had to choose Jess or Chelsea. So
Yeah.
he met with Chelsea first to break up with her, then to go met with Jess to break up with her, then went to go tell Chelsea, I love you, will you marry me? Mm-hmm. And so, you know, he told Jess, and she's like, when you see me, you're gonna choke.
Yeah.
You better bring your EpiPen because you're gonna need to open this airways.
Yeah,
And we're
I
all
was
just
like, damn. She fucking storms out of there, dude.
What the hell?
Dude,
Is she a fucking nurse or something?
dude, she.
Probably. I don't know.
All I know is
That's so specific.
when she said that, when she's like, "You're gonna choke, and you better bring your EpiPen to open up those airways," and I was like, "Oh,
Shit.
I'd be like, what are you allergic to?
Yeah.
You're a peanut girl, ain't you?
But
yeah." Was it shellfish?
Sounds like someone was acting shellfish.
for sure.
So, Angel, what has been like? Maybe one of the surprises from the season.
Surprises?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Matt,
Well-
what has been a surprise, man?
Who is? Well, I don't know if this was a
Dude,
surprise.
fuck you, dude. Oh my God. Dude, I don't want to watch it. It fucking sucks. Like, what do you want? Oh my God. Oh my fuck.
Hey man, if it's not for you, don't watch
Dude,
it.
it's
Yeah,
not
that's
for me,
fine,
dude.
dude.
Hey, it's not for you. It's
You don't
fine,
have
dude.
to, dude.
But you know,
Yeah, dude, they don't fucking badger me about it, dude. 100 times,
just
101 times. Here it is. It was again 102.
it's gonna be 103 soon.
Fuck, dude.
Dude,
That's like, I have 100 other things I got to do besides fucking watch this dumb show. I'm glad that people like it, though. I'm glad people like it.
if you love me, you make time for me. You know?
I don't love you. I didn't choose you in the pods.
Well, I appreciate your honesty.
Surprises, I think. Well, one of the surprises. Well, not really a surprise. I think when Jimmy added Jess, yeah. Well, when she came back towards the end, and she met with one of the girls from the show, and they were sitting at a bar, and she's like, "Yeah,
Laura or something like that.
like as soon as we left, he added me on Instagram, and then all of a sudden, I just thought it was weird. I didn't know what to do. I was it was kind of an in the moment thing, and I just didn't respond to it. And then I checked back later, and he undid his friend request on Instagram. And so she's like, yeah, it's just like super weird. So I'm like, damn, this motherfucker. He's trying to slide in her DMs.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, it's me. It's
Because
Jimmy.
they all meet up, right?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like before they go. I know it's like they meet up after the pods and then they go split up and do their own thing.
But he was already with that other girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but that's
like,
the whole thing. Is like when people
after-
meet up and they
Yeah.
get to all see each
Yeah.
other.
Oh, yeah.
That's when
Well,
people think
they haven't met
Get all
yet.
weird.
Like they haven't met each other yet. But after this, because like right now they're all living in apartments with their couples, and then the next 2 episodes that drop tomorrow is like all the people, like the current couples, and then the people from the past who they had like other relationships, potential partners with. They all meet up, I guess, for some like party thing, so they
Yeah.
can meet the other people. And I'm looking forward to that drama.
Yes, because they did a lot of sneak peek.
Yeah, dude, shit
Shit
happens.
on
Like
that.
Chelsea's like yelling at Jamie, like "You fucked her! I know you fucked her!"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh shit, what was that about?"
So we looked into. Well, Alyssa told me this because she looked into it, but it was what happened was they went out. They
wait.
all got together.
Wait, are you gonna spoil it for me?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, dude, don't spoil that shit for me, dude.
Never mind.
Let me figure it out.
Beep, 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 beep.
Damn, dog, damn. I know.
Come back next week and I'll tell you about it.
Next week. You gotta watch that episode, dude. But no, we I say one of the ones that I'm surprised was Jeremy and Laura.
Yeah.
Because, his name's Jeremy, but spelt so weird. I've never seen it spelt like this.
Jeremy.
It's Jeramy. Jeremy, dude. Jeremy. But I don't know. But so, it was like the last episode, and he's like, they meet up the day before, seemed fine, but then they just kind of like fast forward, and it's like the next morning, and she comes down. He's just sitting.
That guy
glasses
on his fucking phone.
Well, that's the other guy. But
What's the other guy's name?
I don't know. It was him and the other girl. They broke up. I was so
Yeah.
sad because I thought they were perfect.
I got some beef with them too.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
with
Let's
him.
talk about the next.
Yeah.
But Jeremy and Laura were like Jeremy because he was potentially seeing this girl Hannah Ann.
Yeah.
No, was it no Sarah Ann? Hannah Ann's from The Bachelor.
Oh.
I'm like, but no, Sarah Ann, right? And so he's seen this other girl, Sarah Ann, in the pods. Didn't choose her. Chose Laura, but Sarah Ann like was in his DM saying like, hey, like I appreciate everything in the pod. Like I really enjoyed it. If it doesn't work out, just let me know, type of thing, right? Mm-hmm. And so like that morning, Laura's just like, you didn't come home till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Where were you? He tried to be all sly, being like, oh, I was at the bar, and she's like, how was I supposed to know where you were? He's like, well, I sent you my location. I shared my location so that you knew where I was. Like, I'm not trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh yeah, so where were we? We were just in the parking lot. Talking to her. Like he admitted he was talking to her.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we were in the parking lot, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, surprise, bitch. I was up at 5 a.m. looking at your location, and you weren't at the bar. You were north of town, which is where Sarah Ann lives.
Fucking lives, dude.
And he was just like,
How does she know where she lives?
fuck. Well, they all live like in the same area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like they're all kind of like aware, I guess.
Yeah.
But he was just like, I can't deny it.
Oh,
Or it's like,
motherfucker.
oh shit, man.
Shit.
How do you get back from this one?
Yeah, dude.
At that point, you just gotta be like, yeah, dude, it's fucking great. Dude. She's so much better than you.
Yeah.
Just fully
Yeah,
lean in, I
dude.
guess.
All I know is, dude, just don't mess with anyone that's like first name and middle name is Ann or whatever, and they had the two names together and that's what they go by. Sarah Ann, she seems like she's just like, I'm gonna get your man, bitch.
She's about that life.
And then like,
Oh, yeah.
like Hannah Ann on The Bachelor, way back when that was Peter Weber's season, the pilot.
Yep.
I remember like Peter's mom liked her more than the other girl. I forgot the other girl's name who he picked eventually.
I don't remember.
Is it Maddie? It might be Matt. No, maybe it's not Maddie. I can't remember who it was. But like the mom liked her and it caused all this fucking drama. It was hilarious. But it's like, dude, Sarah Ann, Hannah Ann, nothing
All the
Ann.
Anns.
Dude, nothing Ann. That's just don't mess with them. But yeah, no, that other couple though.
They raunchy.
Yeah, I think I might bring out that other couple next
Dude,
week because I feel like there's some more tea coming up this week. So I want to bunch it all together
Let's bunch it all together. But yeah, no,
for the
they
next week.
big problems, dude.
You want me to do it?
Dude, I'll fucking do
Yeah,
it.
you
Do
do
it.
it.
Do it,
Dude,
dude.
it is that time of the pod.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm going to start this up because I am off the wagon. I hit my head on the way out. So, throwback to episode 1. I'm drinking a Big Tone. I am drinking what is a Corona Extra, and I'm pairing it with this beautiful, amazing tequila. Please.
Cazadores.
Of
Dude,
course.
is that
Cazadores.
did you get that thing at Costco, dude? Is that at Costco?
No,
God
man,
damn.
I've had this for
Shit.
I've had this for like a year because I literally only use it every time I do this, which is not super often.
Good stuff, dude.
I don't remember where I got it. I think I got it for a Christmas party a couple of years ago. But
Yeah, Blanco.
if you weren't here for the first episode, I will go ahead and catch you up. So what it is you take a Corona. Corona is normally about up to here. And you just drink it right down to here where it starts to open up. And then you fill that neck back up with tequila. Flip it upside down. That way it gets all mixed up. Dude, and then you just get ready to black out and hit your kids, dude.
That's it.
If you want.
If you
Or
want.
you can just have a good time and be completely consensual. But I watched somebody, one of my staff NCOs, I made him one of these, and he choked out an autistic kid.
Oh, holy shit! That same night.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I
damn.
think that kid was, trying to fight him, but
Okay. Well.
but he just wasn't in the frame of mind to like be like, oh, like this kid can't defend himself. He's just like, why the fuck you looking at me like that?
Do I fucking owe you money? Are we drinking buddies?
You must be my fucking friend, right?
Wham! Chokehold.
But yeah, it's a good drink. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
The name was coined by a guy named Tony. He was just a large, big, beautiful, large black man. And so he used to make his Coronas. So that's how I
Hell
like
yeah.
to make them.
Bless you.
Had a little bit extra tequila,
Oh, yeah.
so just wanted to give it a shot.
I like it, dude. I still haven't had one. Even since episode 1, dude, I still
You want
haven't.
to try it? A little sip of
No,
whiskey?
I'm good. I'm
Okay,
good right
I hate
now.
you. My bad.
I gotta
He's got to drive home.
drive home, dude. So,
When you get home safe, dude.
but I guess I'll go next because mine is probably the least interesting one of all of these. But I got the good old Miller Lite, man. You know what I mean, dude?
Old Schmillers.
Classic. Can't go wrong.
Classic, dude. It just goes down so easily, and I already had 2 during this pod. I'm already kind of feeling it a little bit because I don't drink. Have I told y'all I don't drink as much anymore?
No.
I kind of.
Your skin is glowing more often.
Oh, thanks, dude. It's all the. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
It's all the water.
It's all the. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Usually on the weekends I'll have like maybe 4 max, unless it's like Super Bowl weekend.
In the morning, yeah.
In the morning, and then in the afternoon I have another 4. No, but anyways, good old Miller Lite, dude. A fine pilsner, straight out of where do they brew this shit, dude? I've seen a lot of fake news on this stuff.
I mean, everything's owned by some big ass breweries now.
Yeah, I always see like Texas, brewed in Texas, brewed in like
Is that Milwaukee?
Milwaukee.
Is it? The Milwaukee Brewers? They got that same M type of thing.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I thought it was Wisconsin, dude, but I'm blind right now.
Dude, Milwaukee is Wisconsin. So,
Um,
don't worry, I got you. I try to find something. Oh my god.
Alexa.
Alexa,
Siri,
play the
where is Miller Lite brewed?
Dude, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right there. It says right there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we don't need Siri. We don't need you, bitch.
She said, "I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that." Fuck you, Siri.
Yeah.
Anywho, great beer,
Little
can't go wrong, dude.
Milwaukee.
What do you got over there, Nick?
This is a new seasonal from Shiner. It's the Hill Country Peach Wheat.
Ooh,
I wasn't planning on getting it, but we did our weekly grocery shopping on Sunday, right? And they're doing samples.
oh yeah,
So they just got them in, so
at HEB or Costco?
HEB. And so, right? I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, dude, HEB, they do alcohol samples too.
Yeah.
Costco does samples, but like HEB can get you the hookup.
Fuck yeah.
So they were doing some of these because it just came out, and I was like, I'm usually not much of a sample person unless it's meat or alcohol.
Nice.
So like at Costco, I'm not really into the samples unless it's like, oh look, sausage, just like that.
Just deep throat it down,
Yeah,
dude.
just suck her down
Throw
there.
that whole
dude.
thing in.
Would you say you have a good throat?
Dude, I would say I'm a throat goat.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, it's him and Morgan Wallen, dude.
Yeah.
You heard
So-
it here first.
So tried it, and I was like, I'm gonna get that not just for the pod, but like for my week, and it's good. I know like my usual that I like to bring a little bit higher ABV, around the 7.0. This is
Yeah.
only 4.5. It's a wheat,
Damn.
but the peach it's just the right amount of peach.
Wheat.
It's not too it's not too sweet, but it's not so like diluted where you don't feel like it's there. Where it's like, where is the peach? You're like searching for it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
You just feel the peach fucking
Dude, so I mean,
slowly
Shiner,
dangle
gotta love it.
down.
I actually really want to go to the Shiner Brewery.
Yeah.
Have you been?
I have not.
No. Have
I
you?
have not either.
Dude, it's only like, I think I looked it up. It's only like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, it's not far.
We should do a boys trip.
It's a Lugenbach.
Get Jonathan.
Shiner. Yeah.
And just
Get
do
Jonathan.
because they do you can do like a tour. They got the brewery, outdoor area, some food, but it's also a distillery.
Oh.
So they also got.
Where's it at?
It's
Shiner?
in Shiner, Texas.
Fucking obviously. Duh.
Yeah. But is that what's it?
I think it's like
the
what?
Spurtzel Brewery or something like that. Spurtzel.
Is it technically northeast or like east?
It's east.
east of
It's like
here?
almost directly east. Like it's right now. I think it's like just northeast of Gonzales or something like that. So,
Ah.
But yeah, no, we should all just make a little day trip out
Fuck
there.
yeah, dude.
Just have a boys'
Go
day at the
out
brewery,
there.
dude. Just like the women go to the wines,
Yeah.
and they like will go up to Fredericksburg and have like a ladies' day, dude.
Oh,
that
shit, dude.
Oh,
Bears trade Justin Fields to Green Bay Packers.
dude, you don't want.
Anywho,
You don't want that.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
for why?
Yeah.
for why?
I mean,
So they can develop
dude,
him.
I'll take
So they can develop
I'll
him
take your
behind
draft
Jordan
picks.
Love.
I'll take your draft picks.
Anywho, dude, we went to a brewery this weekend called BS Brewing Company. It's like north of Seguin.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and it's fucking cool. It's I mean, y'all been to Cactus Land Brewing, right? It's like Cactus Land in the middle of like a farm,
Yeah.
but it's way smaller than Cactus Land, which is nice because
Yeah.
Cactus Land can get fucking busy
Yeah.
and packed, and you can barely find fucking parking there. But this place is like nice, little like in a barn, in an actual barn. They have their setup right in front when you walk in, and outside they have like area where all the kids can play, a slide and all that, freaking fire pits. Dude, it's fucking badass. I was sitting there. I was like, we were like the first ones to show up. They didn't open yet. It was like 2:00, and the guy comes out. He's like, "Hey, you can come in." And I'm like, "All right." So we get out. We're sitting there. We're fucking drinking our beers, and all of a sudden, like 2, 3, 4 fucking cars come in. Dude on a motorcycle comes in. They're all drinking. We're like, "Hell yeah,
Good vibes, dude.
yeah,
Vibes are
good
high.
vibes."
Dude, that's so cool, man.
That's what it's all
I want to get a motorcycle so bad. Rachel says no.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, if I wanted to get a motorcycle, I feel like if I wanted to, I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. I've never rode my motorcycle before, but I feel like if I really wanted to, I wanted to learn. We had like the money to do it. I feel like Brittany would be all right with it because her dad, my father-in-law was he was a motorcycle officer for the CHP for years, and like that man knows, like they know how to
damn ride.
They know how to ride, and I remember I'd never been on a motorcycle
He was for CHP.
for CHP.
Did he watch the Chips
Chips.
movie?
Yeah, I think it was like, this is so stupid.
Shit, man. That fucking movie's cool. I was watching. I was like, fuck. I hope any of this is accurate.
No, but he after he like retired from the CHP, he missed having a motorcycle because they went from what they had like the BMWs for a long time, and then they went back to a Harley, like old school, but like these big Harleys, and he's like, it's fucking cool, it's like badass looking, but he's like, but it's super unpractical because the BMWs are just, they're sleeker, they're faster, like the Harleys are so heavy that it's just like, it takes so long, but so after he got out, he was like, I'm getting a Harley, and he got himself like a nice big Harley with the, it's like it's got the seat in the back, like super comfy, so that my mother-in-law could ride with him and everything, and it's just one of the big ones. And so I was like, can I go on a ride? Because I've never been. I think Brittany might have a picture. I don't know, like maybe we'll put it up here. Brittany will send it, but she might have a picture. I look, number one, I look goofy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting, Mark is not, he's probably like as big as like maybe Angel or like, like he's not as tall as me. I'm a much taller, like bigger guy. And so he's sitting there and I just got this like goofy helmet on, and I'm just like,
Hey.
holding on, just do a little strap in the middle, like,
Hey.
I'm ready to go. Let's go on a ride.
Here
And
we go.
he took off, dude, and it was at their old house, the Elevado house where you guys
yeah.
went for the Oktoberfest that year. So it's like there's the windy.
Oh,
back
yeah,
roads,
it's very
right? So
windy.
dude. I was like, I never been more terrified, but also felt more safe in my life.
Yeah,
because I was
he's got
like,
it.
holy shit, like where's that? But I'm like, but this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm super scared, but I know I'm gonna live, but I'm still terrified.
Yeah, my dad used to have a nice Harley when we. Fuck, I don't remember how old I was. I was probably maybe like between maybe 12 and like 16. He had it for a while and then he sold it for whatever reason. But I just remember like it was like Sunday morning. Sometimes it was like we would wake up and he'd be like, "Let's go," and it was just that seat and then the one in the back. So it had like a little back piece for it, so I didn't have to hold him the whole time. But it was like, we would just go cruising for like hours. But it was,
That's cool.
Cibolo was less busy than it is now.
Yeah.
And we would go down like Green Valley Road where my parents live. It's like you get to 1103 and it's like you go straight. So we're like where the
Oh yeah, it goes
like where the
up.
liquor store and all that stuff is, it's like you just keep going straight.
Yeah.
And it's like that takes you down all these back roads. So it's like we used to do those, and it'd be so cool to have one, especially because where we live now, you're close enough to like the country where it's like
Yeah.
if you wanted to go for a ride, you could just head toward, Lavernia
Yeah.
or whatever, and it would be not like, all right, let's head into town where you're just like, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking, here comes an 18-wheeler, dead as shit.
Yeah.
That is shit. Yeah, man. Maybe one day.
Dude, speaking of which, dude, I should get my truck back next week.
Let's go. It's not dead no more.
Fuck.
No. I was so pissed because I brought it in and I was like, hey, so this is the estimate I gave y'all. And they said, yeah, this estimate's like $11,000. There's probably going to be more. I said, well, just so you know, like they totaled it. So I had to buy it back minus the cost. So, they only gave me like $9,500 for it.
Oh,
So I was like, okay, this is what I have to work with. And they're like, well, it's still probably going to be $12,000. And I was like,
fuck.
okay, well, I said, just understand. I've already had it fucking looked at, I don't need all this stuff that is circled. And I was
You're
like,
like, I can do some of that too.
yeah. Well, I told them, I
work
said,
at an
anything
my
internal.
family runs an auto shop.
Yeah, I was like, anything internal I can fix. I've pressure tested all the systems. I made sure it's okay. But so then they called me last Thursday and they were like, hey, so we got everything off. It looks like you don't need near as much as what the estimate said. And I was like, that's what I fucking said.
Well, no fucking
So
shit.
I'm hoping it'll be right about at $9,500 for everything. I've already
Nice.
put $5,000 down, so
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
so I should hopefully get it back. I'm hoping I get it back next week, so I can stop driving the shuttle and I can. Now I need to get a grill guard for it so I can run people down.
Fuck yeah, dude. Ride
I
people's
know.
asses on the highway. Hey, fuck you.
I want to get one, but I'm like, Brittany's like, is that necessary? And I'm like, is it necessary? I don't know, but it looks fucking badass. And every now and then there's deer that is feeling a little
Yeah.
frisky. And
Deer.
I'm just like, whoa,
The first time you bump something
cows,
and
dude.
just your grill guard hits it, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, man, that was
Almost hit fucking cows out here going towards Lavernia at night, dude. Just fucking, you're going around the corner, you're like, oh shit.
yeah. I did that. Where
Fuck.
were we going? We were going. I forgot where we were going. I was just with like the kids, and I was driving them somewhere. We were taking I think we were coming back from like dropping Zeus off at the pet resort.
Oh, yeah.
When we were going home for Christmas, and on the way back, like when I go there, it's in New Braunfels, just south. And when we go there, we just take 35 and then get off on one of the exits. I can't remember which one, but I think it's like Seguin Road or something. But on the way back, I like to take like 78 and come down like the back way.
Yeah.
Just because it's a longer drive. Kids take a nap sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And so
Nice scenic route, too.
yeah, nice scenic route. And so we took some like back roads because I was like, these kids are asleep. I'm gonna try to get them to have a nice long nap, right?
Yeah.
And sure enough, dude, just like this one cow and like a little calf just like walk right across. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, where did they come from? Because like the fence, like there's the fence lines,
Yeah.
and there's gates, but the gates are completely shut. So I'm like, where the hell are these? Where did they come from? Like, shit, man, I need one of these cattle guards, dude.
We're blinking already, dude.
Oh,
shit, man. We're
All
running
right,
out of
well,
battery.
Hey, we love you guys.
Thank y'all for watching another episode.
Triple Overtime
That's it,
podcast, baby.
Adios.
Come back next week. Please follow us and like and subscribe.
And we love you.
Dude, crush the subscribe button, dude.
Do it. Crush it. Crush it.
With consent.
Yes. We give you consent.